I was born into Islam. But for the longest time, it didn't mean much to me. I grew up in Saudi Arabia, a Kashmiri girl living among Arabic speakers, yet the language of the Quran was foreign to me. I would pray, but it felt more like ticking off a chore than standing in front of the Creator. I read the Quran, but the words held little meaning, recited only at my mother's insistence. Islam, for me, was a background noise, always there, but never touching my heart. I lived my life focused on, well, living, enjoying, laughing, dreaming. Religion was never the center of my world. But life has a way of turning even the most stubborn hearts back to where they belong. I was around 13 or 14 when it happened, my first panic attack. I thought I was dying. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. It was sheer terror. And it didn't just happen once. Month after month, I found myself trapped in that horrible cycle. It drained me, mentally and emotionally. I tried everything: music, walks, distractions. Nothing worked. Nothing, except one thing: calling out to Allah. It was in those moments, gasping for air, clinging to sanity, that I realized there was one who understood me better than even my own family did. Allah. It felt like He was calling me back to Him, comforting me when no one else could. And though part of me was angry, why me, ya Allah? What did I do to deserve this? Another part of me was waking up. Slowly, through the cracks of my brokenness, light was entering. In my times of anxiety, I was closest to Allah, praying with tears, reciting the Quran with trembling lips. But when life was easy again, I slipped back into old habits, old negligence. And this made me feel so guilty. What am I giving back to Allah? I would ask myself. He was there for me in every moment of fear, yet I couldn't even stand properly in prayer for Him when I was happy. That guilt sparked the beginning of a journey I didn't even know I needed. A real journey. A sincere one. At first, I just wanted to learn more about Islam, to deepen my prayers, to understand the Quran a little better. But then, a question shook my soul. It felt wrong to even think it. How could I question when Allah had comforted me so much? But I couldn't ignore it. So, I let myself ask. I opened my mind to explore, and that exploration led me to something unexpected: atheism. Atheism was loud, bold, mocking. Atheists online laughed at believers, calling us deluded, slaves to a sky daddy. It was jarring. For a moment, I wondered, was something wrong with me for believing in God? But no matter how many arguments I heard, deep inside, something didn't click. Their explanations felt empty to me. Shallow. Like trying to explain away the depth and complexity of existence with casual words. I would lie awake at night, wrestling with questions. Why is there something instead of nothing? Why does the universe exist? How does the non-living matter know what to do? The more I thought about it, the more absurd it seemed to believe that chaos created order, that randomness created beauty, that dead atoms somehow birthed consciousness. Entropy, a basic principle in science, tells us that systems naturally move towards disorder, not perfect organization. And yet, the universe is astoundingly, mind-blowingly organized. Without a conscious, intelligent guide. How? Evolution, they said, could explain it all. But to me, evolution pointed even more clearly to a designer. The precision, the natural selection, the intricate balance. It didn't scream random chance. It whispered wisdom. And then there was the Big Bang. Science tells us the universe had a beginning, and whatever begins must have a cause. The Big Bang couldn't come from nothing, because nothing isn't just empty space, it's the absence of even the laws of physics. Something, or rather, someone, had to cause it. Someone independent. Someone wise. Someone powerful enough to bring existence out of nothingness. And that, I realized, is what we call God. Not a man in the sky. Not a sky daddy. but an independent, all-knowing, all-wise creator. And everything in Islam, everything about Allah as described in the Quran, matched this perfect understanding. Surah Al-Ikhlas became my favorite. Say, He is Allah, the One. Allah, the eternal refuge. He neither begets nor is born, nor is there to him any equivalent. No contradictions. No confusion. Just pure truth. I couldn't put my soul into something so unstable. Islam, however, remained pure. Unchanged. Preserved for 1,400 years. And the Quran, the Quran. Its words, even in translation, pierced through layers of doubt. Its power, its depth, its subtle miracles in science, history, and language, they were too much to ignore. Islam fit my logic. Islam fit my heart. Islam fit my soul. It wasn't just the religion I was born into. It was the truth I chose, after questioning, searching, doubting, falling, and getting up again. Today, when I stand in prayer, it's no longer an empty ritual. It's a conversation, a comfort, a connection. And every day, as I learn more about science, about the world, about myself, my love and awe for Allah only grows deeper. My journey back to Islam wasn't dramatic or sudden. It was slow, painful, full of questions and fears. But it was real. And it was beautiful. Alhamdulillah. All praise belongs to Allah.